Okay, today is the day. We are going to be building an automatic item sorter in Minecraft. This will be able to work on Java Edition and Bedrock Edition. Now, this is my survival Let's Play world, so we need to decide where to build it. And my base has kind of been being built up right here, and I was kind of clearing this away for it to all work, but I think I have a cooler location than this. As I was walking through my world, I discovered this, which is a completely underground cavern. I've already gone ahead and lit it up, and I added, this, the ladder here so that I can easily get up and down. And I like this a lot. I think that this is where my base should be. I don't really need to add a roof or anything. I love it so much. Just get out of here, creepers. I might need to light it up a bit more. But this is where I want my item sorter to be. I want a lot of space for all of the items that I'm going to be using. And so this is going to be that location. As this is where I want the base to be. I'm tired of going up and down this ladder. So I'm going to see if I can tunnel to the outside by digging, this direction. By the way, I think this is how I found all of this. Is my villager thing is over here, and I was hearing all these zombies, and I made my way this way and discovered it. So anyway, we're gonna move out of here with a big old tunnel. Well, ran into an issue. We hit our villager farm, so I need to make sure that I make this like far enough over here or something like that to not smack into it. I think this should be fine. Okay, now I have a pathway into my base. Doesn't look very exciting, but this does have a very easy way to get in and out, and I'm picking up some of my trash and back over to my iron farms. Speaking of my iron farms, they have been producing amazingly. We made them last episode, and I couldn't be happier with them. I AFK'd here for a while to get a ton of iron, and a ton of iron I did get, which is fantastic because we're going to need all of this iron for all of the hoppers, for all of the item sorters that we want to make. To be honest, the thing that I'm probably lacking the most right now is redstone. I actually kind of need some redstone to pull off this item sorter. Okay, so I have cleared away an area for me to start building my auto sorting system, but we have some decisions to make, and that's basically which type of system we want to build. I'm over here in a Bedrock world, and one of the reasons I'm showing this off in Bedrock is to show, hey, this works in Bedrock. I mentioned it earlier in the video. And we have two designs to choose from. They both work basically the same. The biggest difference is the amount of materials used. And remember, I am running a little bit low on redstone, which is obviously required for a redstone build. So in this first design, you'll notice that from the hopper that adds it to the chest, we can go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks back. And you'll notice that it's just a little bit longer than the other design back here, which is really only 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in total size. Both of these item sorters work in the exact same way. Here's how it happens. You have what you want to sort, so we can add whatever item we want to sort in here. A hopper will pull it out and send it along. If the hopper underneath this hopper can pull something out of the hopper above it, it will. It actually takes priority over this hopper pushing to the next one. So this one will pull it down. Why doesn't it pull every single item out? Well, that is because this is our filter. This is what we are filtering out of the hopper above. So right here, smooth stone is the thing that we're trying to get. We have this redstone named filler, and that'll make sure that normal redstone dust will not stack on top of this because we've named it something. Non-named redstone dust, it can be any item. In fact, in my build, I'm not going to use redstone dust because I don't got enough But any item that you know that either A, you're not going to send down the line, you're not going to filter out, that's okay if you don't rename it. Or if it's something you're going to send down the line, make sure you name it something that it's not normally named so that they will not stack. Because we want some filler items that won't stack with one item that we want to filter out that will stack. So as, say, smooth stone goes down the system, if smooth stone is here, well, it can stack with another smooth stone. So it lands on this hopper. This hopper will pull it from above, and that smooth stone will land right here. And for example, if it's not smooth stone, if it's cobblestone, it goes blah, blah, blah. This hopper looks at it and is like, well, I'm filled with this filler, and the only thing I have is smooth stone. If it's cobblestone, that's not going to fit. So then this hopper wouldn't pull, and so this hopper would push to the next one. You can see that nozzle on the bottom is pushing into the next hopper. So that item would just go away. But assuming that it is smooth stone, this one has just pulled down that smooth stone. This comparator on the back is about ready to power this bit of redstone. I'm not sure why there's not particles on that redstone. Oh, there they are. They're very hard to see. We've set this up so that this hopper has the exact amount of items that if one more item is added into this comparator will send one more redstone signal down the line. Once that gets activated, it'll activate this repeater because this will be powered. It'll power the block below it. That block will then power this repeater. Then it'll power this block, which turns off this redstone torch. This redstone torch right here is making sure that this hopper, which has one block in it right now, will not pull from above. It is locked. Whenever you can lock a hopper with redstone, so this torch is locking it. But once that gets that one extra item, that whole chain reaction goes down to turn this torch off so that it is unlocked and it'll start to pull items out of here. So we'll notice I'm going to grab a whole bunch of smooth stone here. I'm going to throw it up in that top chest. It's going to move through. You can see that it's going through over here. This is going to kind of say locked on too, but really it's blinking just like the other one, but it's being pulled out at the exact same rate. And it is being deposited over here into the chest. Because this is all activated, you can see that that redstone is now powered, that is now powered, which turns this off, which unlocks this. So the whole system is working. This side does the same thing. The only difference is the position of that redstone torch. And this may be the design that I want to use. The reason is because you can add some more hoppers to this situation so that if you accidentally fill up one full chest of items, you can add extra chests and it's a little bit more expandable. Why is that? Well, the easiest way to add more, and by the way, if you look at this, the system is exactly the same. The biggest difference is before we had less filler. So right here you can see the filler is 44 items. But over here, oh, well, not that one. Over here, the filler is only 21 items because we don't need to go an extra step of redstone. Same thing over here. You can see that we need to go an extra step of redstone, so we need more filler items, which is really no big deal. But what is a big deal is if I want to expand this storage, the best way to do that is to add another hopper onto this, and then hoppers going down, placed like this with the nozzles going into the side right here, and it looks like I'm going to run into some water, so we're just going to give up on that. But in this situation, then our hoppers below will pull first. Remember, I mentioned before, hoppers will push, but they'll also pull, and they'll pull first. So this hopper will pull down and then try to push it in, but the one will pull, blah, blah, blah. And so you'll have a situation where this bottom chest will fill up first, and that way we can get multiple chests worth of items. Though, you may think to yourself, oh man, I could probably just do this though, like right here. Like, why do I gotta go one extra out? If we had chests like this, and then we put hoppers like this, wouldn't this work? And it kind of would, except that this redstone torch is going to now be powering this. So the only way to start adding more items is to have even more items into the whole situation. And so it would work, but because that torch has to be powered off for items to flow in, it won't be as perfect. Now, over here, we have even a worse situation because A, we can't even put a hopper right there where that redstone torch is, because there's a redstone torch in the way. Also, if we try to do the same thing where we expand and then go to the next one, well, we have the same problem once again with the redstone torch design from over there. So we kind of have to go way far out here. I'm going to do that. And then we would have to do something like this so that we could get our hoppers to not interfere with that torch. So that requires 3 extra hoppers, where this one really only requires 1 extra hopper from the beginning. So it requires 1 extra hopper there, and then you can go down or whatever. I guess it's not 3 extra hoppers. How many extra hoppers is it? It's 2 extra hoppers, and then you can go down, where this one is only 1 extra hopper, and then you can go down. So because of that, even though I am redstone poor, I'm going to use this design right here. So back over here on the Java edition, what does that mean for my build? Well, remember, we are going to need space for a hopper, another hopper, a comparator, 2 bits of redstone, and then a drop down and 1 more bit of redstone. That means that I'm going to want to put all of my chests about this far away from the wall. That is 6 empty blocks away from the wall, and I'm going to need a lot more chests. Luckily, I got a lot of extra oak. I'm going to need not only chests for the build, but also chests for, or not just chests, to place in front, but chests also for all of the hoppers that I want to make as well. So we're going to make a stack of chests. I want this to be big, very, very big, and I may even start to fill in this side of things too, or I don't know. I may move this around a bit, but this I want to be basically how everything gets stored. Also, to start off, I think I want everything to be 3 chests deep, so we're going to... I need more chests! Now that I have all of the chests down, we're going to come to the back and add a lot of hoppers. There is a little axolotl here, and I'm going to take this moment to snatch ya! Got him! Now, with the difficult process of... I have over a stack of hoppers here. I believe... Oh my gosh. Okay, we can't get any of these wrong. We can't get any of the nozzles pointing incorrectly. There we go. There's no way I have enough redstone for this. I am realizing, so I think I might have to make a like half of this. I'm gonna have to make not all of it. Okay, so now that all of that is down, I have 21 layers here. Now I can make... This is the first little jump out of our actual design. When I need a lot of super smooth stone fast, we make an awful lot of furnaces to get this done. Okay, so the first step after we have this situation is we are going to want to build out, whoops, not there. We're going to want to build out basically a structure that will be able to hold all of the redstone components. This is a temporary block, and that is the non-temporary block. So this is what we are going to want to build on the back side. On top of that is going to be our comparator, redstone, redstone, redstone. Then we have our repeater and a torch. So this is the thing that we tile all the way across. Now, it will become difficult to place this repeater. The torch will be actually pretty simple the entire time. So I'm going to make sure to put down a repeater as I'm building this across so that I don't forget it. One easy thing to do would be like just kind of come all the way across and then place repeaters on all of this. When you're putting down these repeaters, make sure that they are facing towards the front. They kind of have an arrow on them, that they're facing that direction, and no delay. You don't want any type of delay. Now that they are down, we can add a ton of these blocks in front of them, and we can also add our redstone torch to every single block on that. In the back here, I'm going to go ahead and fill all of this in. That will be behind the repeater. And then we can fill in all 3 of these right here. And as I'm building, I just realized something. I'm going to need comparators. And that requires me... Oh, hello, little guy. I'm going to snag you up. Oh, that's not what I meant. There we go. Snag you. Comparators require quartz, which means I need to go to the Nether, which I actually have not done yet. So we're going to go to the Nether for the first time. Before we get that done, we can fill in these 3 blocks here all the way down with redstone. And this is what I am missing. These 5 blocks here. So we're going to have to go to the Nether. I'm hoping I can find some more redstone also to make the comparators. But that should be fairly simple at this point. I mean, I'm pretty good with all that stuff, you know. Let's drop off some items, but we should be good. I've gone underground to find some lava and also hopefully find some redstone. Found some redstone at least. By the way, the redstone has not been difficult to find. Lava though, very difficult to find. I'm down here in the ancient. Oh, oops. Definitely, yeah. There's a warden around here. I think I should be fine. Like, I'm not worried. I have found the lava that I wanted to get from the very beginning. Now that we don't have warden problems, I can harvest this up. There we go. And actually make a portal. Okay, we have the 10 obsidian we require and a lot more redstone and even 2 more diamonds. I was also able to snatch a golden helmet from a dying skeleton, which means that I have some gold to wear while I'm in the Nether. Now the question is, where should I build my Nether portal? I want to be somewhere slightly out of the way so it doesn't cause a whole bunch of sound all the time. But I think that this area over here would be really, really cool. I kind of love that it's like overgrown. And you know, I see so many like Nether portals that look like, oh my, like they're evil. And so let's make a nice green Nether portal here. Okay, the portal is in place. There we go. Now it is lit. How does that look? We can expand it and whatnot later, but I like that. It looks very contrasting to what it normally looks like. With my gold hat, I have gone through the Nether portal. We are in the Nether. Now, I need quartz. So right there, I need those things. So let's go mining. It looks like I'm in a Badlands, but no, the fog. I'm in a Soul Sand Valley. That is what is right next to me portal. Ooh, bone. Well, that's nice. So we're going to have to deal with a lot of skeletons in this biome. Shouldn't be a problem for us. There we go. This is great for bone meal harvesting. Our first ghast. E-ghast. 1, 2. Oh, that was easy. Okie dokie. Our first ghast here. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get too far away from my portal. I'm worried about losing it. And I just don't have a ton of resources. So we're going to mine around where my portal is to try to find some. I think that's going to be our best bet right now. Actually see some. I can just grab from the wall our first quartz. So what can we make? Daylight sensors. Ah, there we go. The comparator, the observer. All that just popped up. I know my video's covering it. But all those recipes were added to my recipe book. It's funny because, you know what? I know all the recipes. I can figure out all the recipes. Gosh, I love that recipe book. Found a jackpot. Okay, we have plenty now to make everything we want to make. So we can head back to safety. Exactly 21 is how much we need, which is fantastic. It's funny, the biggest issue right now is wood. I need lots of wood to make all these chests. Get out of here. Now, with the comparators and redstone in hand, we can complete all the redstone up here at the top. All we have to do is put a comparator pointing into the redstone that we did earlier. Make sure none of them are in subtract mode, like that one. Now we're going to come back in with hoppers, and these hoppers are going to point into the back of those comparators. So make sure that you're crouching down, and then that the nozzle is going into that comparator. That way, as we add things in here to be filtered, whoops, see, that nozzle is incorrect, then they will not try to accidentally push their items into anywhere. Can't go into the hopper on the side, the one below, none of that. But we don't want them to push any of their items any direction. So pointing into the comparator, well, the comparator, that doesn't have an inventory, so it'll all be good there. This little area loves to make axolotls, so I'm just kept collecting one of every type. Now that that is done, we need another line of hoppers along the top, and also a chest at the end to catch anything that our sorting system doesn't work with. You know, that it didn't know what to do with it. So this hopper line is going to be pointing all their nozzles from one to the next over until the end. And this one cannot be pointing down. It needs to be pointing into that chest. But I have, like, no wood at the moment. Where did that hopper go? There it is. Come back to me. So we're going to have to make some trees in order to get a lot of extra wood. Now, I am not for want of bone meal. I have lots of bone meal. I have all this bone meal over here. I have lots of bones. And I even now have the access to the Nether, which has a whole bunch of bones in that for more bone meal. What I would love, though, is some spruce trees, because they will create 2x2 logs, really, really tall. And I don't have any spruce trees. I think that I know where I can find some on our search for other islands and stuff. I believe that I saw some over here, so I'm gonna go see if I can snag a few spruce tree saplings, and that will get my wood production going a lot faster. I remember seeing this biome and thinking that it was a taiga biome, but it was a snowy taiga biome, and being upset by that. So I can go up there and grab some of those trees. There's this waterfall right here, which will get me most of the way, so I think that I can kind of stop right here and go up and get those trees. Getting to the top of this waterfall, what I want to do is put down a block right there. I can just step onto that block, and I have a really now easy way to get up there. And I brought with me this crazy diamond hoe that I found in the ancient city, and this will allow me to... Oh, that's my pick. What is going on here? That will allow me to break all of these leaves really quickly, and I've already gotten 6 spruce saplings. This is perfect. I don't even need to wait for these leaves to decay. 17 saplings. Can't even tell that I was here. Now, let's see. Can I make a Geronimo exit down to my boat? Oh, I can. Okay, we're out of here. Back at home, I can put the spruce trees like this, hit it with bone meal. Now, this will create pods oil, which I don't really care about. It doesn't matter if this is grass or pods oil to me, but that makes a lot of wood at once. I always use this method of breaking out 3 logs at once, and that creates a natural stair step up to the top, and then you just break the last remaining ones on the way down. Easiest way to get tons of wood. Down we go. That was a stack and a half of logs. Oh, that is fantastic. Love that. Not every tree is that tall, but this is still the easiest method. You don't have to deal with oak trees that have crazy branches, or, you know, the birch trees are just kind of small. The dark oak also have a lot of branches. And then jungle, I mean, who likes jungle wood? It's pink. It's pink wood, okay? I'm not a big fan. I'd rather use spruce for all of this. Also, jungle does also have branches and stuff. So it's the least hassle. And now we have the hoppers that we need, and also all of the chests that we need in order to continue on making this. So there we go. This chest is going to be all of the extra items that don't get filtered out, and then we can place in all of the other hoppers. We're going to add 1 extra hopper on the end, and the reason is that is the regulation hopper. If you immediately stick a ton of stuff in here, sometimes the hopper timing gets all weird. So we want to make sure that there's 1 extra, and then this is where we are putting all of the items to be sorted. And place that there. Then down here we can place that up there, if I can reach it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Got it. And now this is where everything goes. And that hopper there will make sure that all the other timing works out just fine. The only thing we need to do now is add in our filler items. So this can be really any type of item. I mentioned this earlier, that it needs to either be something that's not going to go through the system or something that you rename so that nothing will be messed up. I'm lucky that I have this iron farm, singing the praises of that iron farm still to this day. And from all of the iron blocks I have, I can make iron ingots, and then I can make iron nuggets. So I have lots and lots of iron to go around. So I think my filler item is going to be iron nuggets that I am going to rename. We do need an anvil to rename them, and we can unfortunately only rename 64 at a time. And I need a lot. Each one of these rows here will need, I believe it's 44 items. So almost a stack of items there. And that's going to take up a level each. Now, I only have 21 of these, so I should be good with the levels. And we're just going to name this filler. Okay, this should be all good to go. So now we just need to make sure that we have exactly 45, boop, like that, or 44, and then the 45th thing will be what is actually going to go through. And I'm going to start off with cobblestone. The cobblestone's like always like the first thing that I have a ton of, so we can put one cobblestone in there. And hopefully, if I put this cobblestone over here, it's all going to go through. That's going to start bouncing. Over here, we'll see that that is filled with cobblestone. And then over here, at the bottom, because we have all the extra, we are getting cobblestone added in. I'm going to add filler to all of the rest of these. Now that I have all of the filler in there, I can easily start to filter out items by basically just throwing items into this thing. And because some of them are empty, like I've already started with cobblestone here, then it'll go down, and then because there'll be an empty space, it'll get sucked in and then go into its place. So I could basically just start, but the order that I add items in is the same order that they're going to be in the line. So I want to make sure that whatever order I stick to, that I like it. I can already tell that this is not enough space. Isn't that ridiculous? There's only 21 different types of items, if you think about it, which is kind of a little bit depressing, to be honest, that I did all this work and only 21 items. Now I'm going to make a few item frames for what goes into each of these, and I'm going to set these item frames on the top because all of the way that we have this set up, the bottom chest is going to fill up first. That means I'm not going to have to be reaching around item frames most likely. I'm just going to go for this bottom chest here, and then I'll easily tell what each thing is. And so I don't have to reach around the item frame to grab it. Okay, here are all of the items that I've chosen to filter for the moment. So we're starting off with some blocks. We got cobble, smooth stone, smoothest stone. That's actually just stone and smooth stone. Dirt, we have gravel, all the andesite, some tuff, and then we start getting into items. Start off with the valuables, moving on to clay and some coal and stuff. And then we're done. That's all we have space at the moment to filter. You can see there's still a lot of different things. Now, some of this stuff in my inventory can be added into the filter here. And definitely some stuff needs to be rearranged. I'd like it all to be sort of like blocks and then items, and have them all kind of in one area. That'd be nice. You know, maybe all the mob drops in one area, but this definitely needs to expand, which is just insane. It already feels so big, but I need more space. I don't know, we have like sand or clay blocks in there. So definitely a lot more can be added to this sorting room. But this is where we are going to leave it off right now. This is all working. So I think I added some gravel in there before. There it is. It's going in there. Each one of these has a little bit of what is being filtered out of it, or filtered into it, which is fantastic. And I don't think we have anything in the overflow chest at the moment. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I think this is fantastic. One issue I'm already running into is I have too much iron. These iron blocks don't filter out. I hand put these in here, but we're already into a second chest of iron because of the iron farm. The iron farm is working too well. I feel like I need to take it down. Like, I don't need any more iron anymore. But this is great. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it useful to you. Maybe you are going to build this in your world now. That would be amazing. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of the video. Please subscribe for future videos. And also, make sure that you leave a like on this video. It'd help me out a lot. See you in the next one. Bye.